would like to warn viewers that the following video will be slightly explicit. Oh my. You know, I thought of an intro for this video. I really did. I had all kinds of ideas. But not one of them were appropriate for YouTube. So, for that, I hate you, Human Centipede. I hate you.
Yeah, well, that's just like your opinion, man.
Human Centipede was directed by Tom Six, and it stars a bunch of people who are willing to be ass to face with a bunch of total strangers. The following review was requested by Haley Garcia. Haley Garcia, I hate you. Okay. The film is basically self-explanatory. We start off with these two, sorority girls. There's some kind of, phone call exposition that has nothing to do with anything. And these sorority girls are in Germany for reasons I honestly don't remember. Their car breaks down in the middle of Germany, and they go walking through the rain, and they come across the house of a crazy German scientist, because it's Germany. And it's just gonna happen. If your car breaks down in the middle of Germany, you're gonna run into some crazy German scientists, because that's just how it happens, man. That's how Germany works. Apparently, it's been this crazy German scientist's dream to have 3 people sewn together, ass to face. So he basically traps the 2 girls there, and then it's revealed that he also has a crazy Japanese guy in his basement too. There's this Japanese guy, and all he does is yell in Japanese. That's his entire character. And other than that, there is nothing here story-wise. That was the entire story. I just told it to you. That's it. There's no need for you to see this movie now. Just go ahead. Just go ahead and leave the video. I don't even care. Alright, let's discuss the actors, I guess, because that's what I do in these videos. I discuss the actors because this movie has actors. So, we're given these 2 female leads, but I honestly could not care less about these girls. Their only purpose in this movie is to be sewn together, ass to face. And their acting just consisted of sobbing and whining, and they weren't even good at it. But, but get this, the director literally scraped from the bottom of the barrel actor-wise, because every single actress that he had come in to read for this script walked out immediately after he showed them the diagram of what a human centipede looks like. So the actresses that he got for this movie were the only 2 actresses on the planet that weren't grossed out by being sewn together, ass to face. And then there's the yelling Japanese guy who happens to be the front of the human centipede. The guy who does not speak English is the very front. So he's the only one who's able to talk, and he's the one that gets to poop in everybody's mouth. Here's how he got the job. Here's how he accepted the job. Play the clip.
How did you guys get involved in this project?
The Tom Six, the director, told me we had a meeting, and he said, "Hey, so the beautiful girl is gonna be attached to your ass." And I said, "Yeah, I will do it, man. I do it."
And this guy was given absolutely no character depth until the last 5 minutes of the movie. And get this. Tom Six, the director/writer, didn't even come up with this character depth. No. This was the actor just going, "Hey, can I say these lines? Can I give this guy actual depth?" And the director was like, "Oh yeah, depth. Yeah, go ahead, add that, go ahead." And finally, there's the crazy German scientist, which I don't remember any of their names. It's not worth it to me. And I really wish I could say that he was the saving grace of this movie. I wish I could say that, wow, that was an outstanding performance in a very shitty movie. But no, not even that. I wasn't even given that. The entire movie, he felt like he was reading off a script. You could feel it. You could feel him just reading lines. And that's not what acting is. That is the exact opposite of what acting is. You're a sick man. I'm a sick man. Ha 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 ha.
You need help! You're a sick man!
I'm a sick man.
That was his performance. That was probably the best acting that he did in that entire movie. And I didn't even exaggerate on any of that. That was all he looked sinister. You know, that was the only thing about him. He has a scary face.
Scary face.
And when this film was released, it was extremely popular. Plenty of people talked about it. Hell, people are still talking about it. Look what I'm doing. It's also been referenced and parodied in plenty of mainstream things. South Park, Key and Peele, Robot Chicken, The Simpsons, and in research, swear to God, this was for research for this review. There's a porn parody. There's a thing that exists that's titled the Human Centipede. You know what? I'm out. That's it. I'm good. I'm good. That's it. Thrown in the head. You want me to take over? Go ahead. I don't care. He never places me in front of the TV, so I honestly don't know what I'm talking about. Go see Batman v Superman. I'm cool in that. Nope, don't do that. Do not do that. No. I guess I'll come back. Somebody's got to do it. And here's the thing. The Human Centipede is an extremely interesting idea. I'll give it that. It's a really intriguing thought that a human being can come up with something as gross as this. And in case you don't know, the Human Centipede, when they're sewn together ass to face, he wants like a continuous digestive system. So he'll feed the front one. When he has to poop, goes into the middle one. When the middle one has to poop, it'll go into the third one. And when the third one has to poop, poop comes out. Boop, Human Centipede. And that's the reason why this movie became so popular, was the fact that it's just a really grotesque and weird idea. And it's just really interesting that someone had the brain capacity to come up with something like this. And before researching for this review, I had never seen the movie before, so I was honestly really excited to see what the Human Centipede actually looks like, because I've heard about it all these years, but I have yet to actually see it. And I was actually a little disappointed. Does that make me a bad person, that I was disappointed in the way a Human Centipede looks? I feel like that makes me slightly a bad person. But the poster makes it seem like this really interesting, weird, creature-like thing. But no, it's nothing like that. It's three people literally sewn together, ass to face. And it doesn't look good. I didn't believe for 1 second that these people were actually sewn together. Because of the way that the cloth is like tied by their faces, it's very obvious that they're not sewn together. And I can't even give it praise for having good practical effects, because it was okay. It was okay. Like some things were gross. That's the only thing this movie has going for it. Oh. And the directing wasn't terrible. The directing wasn't that bad. Some of the framing of some of the shots weren't that bad. It wasn't directed poorly. So there's that. Go ahead, have that, Tom Six. I'll give you that. You shot some things pretty okay. Aside from that, this movie has nothing going for it whatsoever. The writing is borderline atrocious. It's really bad writing. I didn't give two craps about any of the characters that were featured in the Human Centipede, which really sucks, because it could have been a slightly good movie. Like, if this movie were to make me actually care about these characters, it could have been a tragic film. I could have felt something, but I didn't. The only character development it gave us was two sorority girls who were stupid at the very beginning. We gave no craps about the entire movie, and 75% of it, they don't even talk because they're sewn together ass to face. And the really weird thing is the mad scientist is almost presented as a protagonist. Like, we see much more of him than we do any of the other characters. And it almost makes it seem like Tom Six, the writer slash director slash psychopath, was on his side. I just... There's something wrong with that, man. If anything, this movie was just made to gross you out. It's not a horror movie at all. It's just gross. It's grotesque. It's nasty. What makes a horror movie work is you have to feel for that character. That character has to have some kind of depth. That's why the Babadook works. You feel for this woman, so you're scared for her. In this, I don't care. I do not care. You didn't give me anything to care about anyone in this movie, which made it almost boring, other than the really gross scenes. And my girlfriend's dad explained it probably the best way possible. It's horror porn. I mean, really, I swear to God, this Tom Six guy, he has a fetish for people being sewn together ass to face and pooping in each other's mouths. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Tom Six is just a sick man. Tom Six, more like Tom Sick. He's an inanimate object. But seriously though, this is a fetish film for Tom Six. I mean, like seriously, this is a porn for him. I mean, the actual porn for Human Centipede, Human Sexipede. In my research, I swear to God, in my research, I looked it up on YouTube so I could get a clean version of it. And someone took all the clean clips out of the Human Sexipede and put it together in this 10-minute video. Yeah, that's right, all the clean clips it's just, that's 10 minutes of the movie. And it's actually better than the actual movie. The porn parody is better than the source material because it understands what it is. And it's hilarious. Just watch this. Just watch this little bit. Just watch this.
So, you like to party?
I love to party. Very much.
I don't know. You don't exactly seem like what we're looking for. What did you say your name was again?
I am world-renowned sexual scientist Dr. Hyder. And I'm telling you, nobody in the entire world can get as down and dirty as I can. I'm so dirty that the girls from Two Girls, One Cup have to videotape their reactions when they watch me.
Wow, that's pretty dirty.
And you know what? You know what? I'll leave the clean version down in the description below because I think you should check that out because I had a good laugh with it. And if you've seen the Human Centipede, I think you can have a good laugh at it too. If you like being grossed out, then I guess watch this movie. I don't know. I can't recommend this movie whatsoever. I can't do it. The writing was so bad. I mean, Tom Six has the same problem that M. Night Shyamalan has had lately. I feel like he thinks the audience is just mentally challenged, so he's just like, ooh, I don't think they're gonna get this. I don't think they're going to understand this. So let me add in this line of dialogue to further explain what I'm doing. And you get beat over the head with everything everyone says. It's a rough watch. I feel like less of a person having watched this movie. And for these reasons, I'm going to give The Human Centipede a 4.5 out of 10. And that's me being generous, honestly. That's me being really generous. Because it is a perplexing concept. You know, it had me intrigued right up until I saw what The Human Centipede actually was. And then I was done. There's nothing else in this movie to watch. And if you want to watch a movie that grosses you out, but also has some kind of depth, watch Only God Forgives. That movie will straight up mess you up and make you think for a long time. And the one thing that really, really bothers me about The Human Centipede is it's titled The Human Centipede, the first sequence. Because the director just had the confidence that this movie would be popular and it would, garner a sequel. in another sequel, which it was, and it did, and it did. There may or may not be more reviews of the Human Centipede trilogy on the way. Well, thank you for bearing through this with me. Thanks for watching. By the time this video is released, the Jungle Book review should be released. So if you want to just cleanse yourself off a little bit after this really filthy movie review, go check out the Jungle Book. Go, learn about the bare necessities. It's the bare necessity. No, you know what? Let's change it up. It's the Human Centipede now. It's the Human Centipede, the great big Human Centipede. Everybody's sewn together as to face. As always, watch movies, my friends.